Hello everyone, it's Darla at Scrap Happens here with Tuesday's tip. I have a really important tip to share with you today. It's not a card, although I do have a couple of cards here as samples. It's a tip of what not to do. So, remember last week I shared this card and I shared our really cool new tool that goes with the Big Shot called the Big Shot Embossing Mats, and it enables you to turn die cut framelits and thinlits into embossing folders. It's very cool and it's very affordable. It's only $15. Here I did it with the Happy Birthday thinlit die, and here I did it with the detailed dragonfly thinlits. Do you remember this card? So we made this card. This is just a sample that I took to class, but we made this card in my class last week. It's part of my June creations, and it didn't go well. The first person did it great, and then the second person, the layers got messed up, and voila, it cut my blue silicone mat. So this is what I want to show you that is so important. I ended up with dragonflies like this. However, they were in the blue silicone, and I saved them because I wanted to show you guys on my blog, but I couldn't find it, so I just cut them out in white paper so you could see what it looked like. Fortunately, I was able to cut these, and we were still able to emboss them. We did like that, or we layered it like that. But what I want to show you today is how important it is to do your layers right. So I'm going to set this aside here. I have a new set of embossing mats. I'm going to open them up and show you what it comes with. It comes with an impressions pad, which is the white pad. It comes with a thin silicone rubber mat, which is this one, and allows you to emboss. And it also comes with a gray silicone rubber mat, which allows you to emboss and cut. And I actually have not used this one yet, so I have some more experimenting to do. Most importantly, it comes with directions. Layer directions. So keep this. I cut mine and have it by my Big Shot so I don't forget how to layer them. However, I don't think I'll forget this sandwich because of the outcome. I think sometimes you learn by experience. I learn most of the time by experience, and I think sometimes doing it the wrong way just solidifies it in your mind on how to do it. So I want to show you how your layers go. First, you start with your Big Shot platform. I'll turn it that way so you can read it. Big Shot platform. Then you have your standard cutting mat. You're going to put that on top. Then you have your die. I'm going to grab some washi tape. And then you have your paper. Now, what I do, you want your die to be cut side up. The cutting edge side up. Not like this, but like this, the cutting edge side up. So I set it on my paper how I like it. And then I take a little washi tape. I can find the end of it. To hold it in place. Then I turn it over. So I have my Big Shot platform, my standard cutting mat, my thinlit die, cutting edge side up, and then my paper. Then you take your silicone rubber mat, the blue one, which allows it to emboss, And then you take your impressions pad, which is the white one. And let me grab my Big Shot. And we're going to just run it through the Big Shot. Fortunately, these are affordable, and I just was able to buy a new one. They're only $15, but I did keep my cut pieces for when I'm doing small things. Might as well use it. And there you have it. It's embossed, not cut. So I just want to reiterate your layers. Let me move my Big Shot. Because it's so important. Big Shot platform, standard cutting mat, your framelit, cutting edge side up, your paper, your blue silicone mat, and your impressions pad. Super easy, super fun technique, fantastic new tool that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. I love it, and I'll be using it often. But you just have to make sure you layer it correctly. So keep your directions with your Big Shot, and if you have any question at all, be sure and refer to these directions, these layering directions, so you don't cut your blue mat or your gray mat. One good thing is I'm going to put a suggestion in Stampin' Up's. We have a little sandbox, I think it's called, that we can put suggestions in. And I'm going to put a suggestion that maybe they sell these blue mats alone. So, because inevitably it's going to happen. And it'll probably happen to everyone at least once. So, that's all I have for you today. I wanted to just leave you with this thought. Be sure and get your layers right. Boy, that sounded like it was going to be really intense, didn't it? I know I've told you before, but I was totally intimidated by my Big Shot when I was just attending classes, and I bought one when I was a hostess, and I never took it out of its box. And then I decided to become a demonstrator, and then I decided to become a teacher and share what I love to do with others. And I got my Big Shot out, and I use it every day. It's my most used tool. So don't be afraid of it, and don't be afraid of the layering. Just pay attention to what you're doing and get those layers right. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a great day. I will see you next week with Tuesday's tip.